We on, are we? Is that our? Is that? Whoops.
Welcome to the exciting midweek hangout session here on CreatorCast. It is a maybe kind of a midnight, not midnight, sorry, you would say late night. I would say it's kind of an early night, 7:30 here in Queensland, down in the other parts of Australia. It's basically every other time, but this time. So what time is it there, Benon?
We have 8:30 on the noggin. 8:31 now.
Scott, same?
In Culburra Beach.
Yeah, mate, 8:31.
Yes, and so this is a time where people are just hanging out, watching TV and listening to us, and probably waking up as well if they're in the other side of the world. And some people are probably even going to sleep right now. Like Scott wants to do.
Yeah, Scotty sounds not far off bed.
I've got about half an hour in me, people, just to let you know. I've got my blankie. I'm pretty crook at the minute. Ben gave me his man flu from the other week, so and it's a serious disease, this man flu. It knocks out the best of us. So, yeah, I've got about half an hour in me, so let's make it an exciting half an hour then.
What's your flu remedy, Scotty? What do you do?
At the minute, I never take medication. I'm like really, really anti-medication. I usually take a shot of Jack Daniels.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me.
Just to make me feel better, but I haven't done that yet. I'm actually taking meds. I'm going away on Friday night, so I'm trying to get better. Trying to do all what the doctor tells you to do, huh? So, yeah, I'm off camping on Friday night, so I want to be good. I want to be good to go. I'll be fine. So,
camping when you're ill, dude, that's not going to be good. Hey?
Well, camping. I'm staying in a cabin, so I'll be inside. So I'll be all good, and there'll be plenty of alcohol, so I'll be fine.
Well, we have some of our favorite people, as always, in the chat. Yeah. Ben, you want to give them some shout outs here?
Yeah, going back to the very top of the chat tonight. Adelaide Crows are the best. You took the honours and took the first spot there. Ben Wilson following up close behind Robert Muller. Then we move all the way down to Bridget Higgins, Ben Wilson again, and we've got Bridget Higgins again, and CreatorCast joined the stream, and we had Charla Rose, and I'm doing this like it's a horse race because it is Melbourne Cup Day yesterday. X here is Danny Black. Coming around the side, we have what? Oh, and I just lost it.
Miss Riz, I think.
Davo 70.
Bridget, you said Bridget and Hendrick.
Davo. I see Miss Riz in there.
She's down there. She said, hello.
YouTube, of course, that's the man that we're talking about. Hendrik Ebber. There you go. Missing in action is Gives a Minutes, but he's signed in as CreatorCast, so he's been in there on the sly.
That's right.
Mark Ensby said first, so yeah, Mark, you win.
Oh, is Mark Ensby here? Mr. Wright himself. Oh, there he is.
Hooray.
So this is the midweek chat where we just kind of, it's not about OBS. It's not about Mimo. It's just we sign on and we want to have a discussion and talk about stuff. Basically, because we are all friends, and basically, I said basically a little bit too many times, and that's
basically
friends. Let's see how it is. Haven't seen you for like 3 weeks, Daddy. We're basically.
It's been a while. I've been busy on the live stream channel. I did some Name That Tune. I realized that maybe those songs were a little bit hard. I think I might do a bonus stream at a better time for the Northern Hemisphere, like for Name That Tune, and easy songs. Like the classic songs.
Because I was your idea that the winner gets to choose any song that they want.
Oh, and did you hear the song did you see the song that she picked?
I didn't. No, I didn't get to that. How did I miss that? I watched the
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
What was it?
It's an NWA song called Automobiles. If you, while you're on this chat, just look it up because, the sound's not going to go through. And just let's everybody look at Benon's face. Let us know when you're listening to it. And then,
you want me to go for it? Okay, because
then we'll put your face on there so people can see what your face looks like when you're listening to it. So it's called Automobiles by NWA. Scott, you can do the same if you want. And it's kind of she then changed it to an Otis Redding song, and she's like, because that might not work. And I was like, well, what do you really want? And she said Otis would be good, but then I said I could probably turn this other song into like a Christmas song. Like, all right, let's watch Benon's face. It's actually not a bad song. The words are
I can slightly hear it coming through his headphones.
There's a lot of expletives in there.
Just
You gonna do
imagine me
the
singing
piano,
this
or
at
you
a
gonna do it
bar.
on
I'd do it on
guitar?
the guitar, yeah. I could do it on the piano. I could, but I don't have a piano. I'm waiting to roam around.
I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to
It's
stop it.
musically it's easy, but
Yeah, musically
lyrically,
it shouldn't be a challenge. But
if
lyrically,
you
you're going to
get
be.
farther, it's like all I want is the yeah.
What are you
and
going to do?
so
You're going to censor yourself, or are you going to just go? You're going to cut loose?
I might change
like a
it to
cut
something
snake?
really like all I want to do is some kisses,
Oh, okay.
or like if I want to make it Christmas, all I want is some presents,
Oh, okay.
you know, and just make it cheesily funny.
Look up. Miss Riz says, "Look up the lyrics." And should I read them out, or just look them up?
No. That's good enough. That's good enough. The best rap song I play. I think my favorite rap song that I play is "You Want It, You Got It." That's
Okay.
that's a good
So
one.
these
Bust a
lyrics,
move.
I'm not going to read them, but
You can censor yourself.
the crux of the story here in the opening stanza, one person's talking to another person about a date, and he's talking about how the date went. They went to see a drive-in, and looks like they might have had sex. And yeah, he called her a rude word, and that's the first stanza. So
And that's the first stanza. Yeah, it's a good one. Hey, what's up, Glenn? All right, well, let's see. That was my excitement. We had to name that tune. It went really well. Adelaide Chris the best. He said that was pretty tough after the first 5 songs. I'll make it really easy the next one. Sometimes I like to make But anyways, let's get to some other stuff. Benon, what did you
Yo.
just buy?
I bought a Mitsubishi Delica 4-wheel drive diesel 1996 Space Cab L400. That's the technical
Jesus.
entire.
You could have just
that's
said
the
you
whole
bought a
thing.
van.
I bought a van.
I would have been happy with that.
Pretty stoked on it. Like, I'll be honest, I've been looking at the Delica. Man, probably. I mean, me and myself and Nicholas Cole talked about this like at least 3 years ago to buy one of these. Yeah. We don't know who that guy is anymore. He's changed so much. But yeah, like I've been looking at them, and even before that, I was looking about getting one. And finally, I pulled the pin and found a really good one. Really stoked on it. Really stoked. Today was the
really
first
cool.
the first sort of work day, if you like. Like I spent the afternoon ripping the entire back, like all the seats out and all the carpet's gone. It's just a shell of a van now at the back. And
You're gonna
my
put up
plan-
curtains and put a
Yeah.
sign on the front that says free candy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Halloween's over.
Yeah, Halloween's over. It's just beginning for me. No, but I've owned a van like this before, and I really like being able to go out and just drive and pull up somewhere and sleep and have some home brews and set up a card table and in the bush with some insect repellent and just having a good time.
Like I said,
I'm
this
gonna-
winter, I want to do like some kind of a cool road trip up to the northern. What do you
Yeah.
call that? The peninsula of Queensland, that top part.
They call it the
that's-
far north.
That's something I want to do. I think that'd be a fun trip
You live
sometime.
in Queensland. You should know the answer to that.
Shaggin' Wagon, Charlotte Rose. Well, look, I mean, yeah, there has been times when the sex has happened in the van, but it's more about being able to camp out and not have to go and go to a caravan park or something. You can just pull up willy-nilly, and it's a 4-wheel drive, so I can go on beaches and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes Ben, on the other hand, is mad at him, so he doesn't get the sex in the van.
more often than not, my hand is hitting me in the head. But what Danny said about going up north, we talked about that, and we were sort of saying, how rad would it be if we all could pile in as like creators and do a road trip, and
Document
then-
it.
Yeah, like and create content from the road. And I said, well, it needs to be a deal, right? Where like I'm like on my channel, Gives a Minute, I'm giving and you're giving. So this kind of road trip would have to be like a two-way street. Whereas if we're going to create content, the people that are going to watch it should sponsor the content.
That's true. We could
via
have a Creator Cast Patreon.
Patreon
just-
or
just-
a PayPal or super chats or something. Probably not
Yeah.
super chats because we're not anywhere near 1,000. But if you want to see like a video on a Wednesday, you got to kick in for the fuel money to get us to where we're going to go. That's the kind of deal.
And by the way, we're all looking at your comments. We're reading them. If we're not saying them out loud, we're reading them, and they're pretty funny. And by the way, got a shout out to
Yeah.
Creaky for saying "guess the song." That's what he called it, and it just sounded weird to me.
Ben Wilson says even with my internet fix, my sound is still out. Yeah, I got no answer for that. I don't know.
It's a yeah. Don't worry about it, Ben. Let's not focus on negatives and tech stuff. That's what midweek chats are. We're just all here in a community. It doesn't matter. Although let's see. Mark was asking you about how your Mimo was.
The one that was pretty funny. Like I'd said last week to like. Well, in private, I'd said to Danny and to Mark Ensby, can we just stop with the Mimo Live versus OBS stuff? Because I was dreaming about it, and it was just getting a little bit much. Like,
I feel like that's a sign, but whatever.
Yeah. If it's waking me up at night, it's too much, and it woke me up.
Last 2 nights, I've had dreams about where I filmed, locations I've filmed, and it's like a weird dream I can't wake up from. And now I'm like, oh, shit, it's happening to me now. It's
that
bad.
Could be the heights you're going to as well. You're going really high.
Like,
scared
it
of
is. Like, I actually was dreaming last night. I was up the top of that tower and looking down, and I was like, I couldn't wake up from the dream.
Scott, can you tell me about the snake that you had to run in with?
Yeah. So we were filming a location down by the river in Alphington in Melbourne, and it's funny because the last time I didn't go there, but last time Les and Floyd went there, they had a run-in with a snake. A brown snake, and we were sort of joking about it and sort of having a laugh. And one of the guys I filmed with, Luke, he hates snakes, absolutely terrified of snakes. And we were walking through this really, really thin part between like fencing on one side and a dirt mound on one side, so we could only go forward and back. And we're walking through, and he literally just tells me I hate snakes. And right as I looked down, there was a snake like 25 centimeters from my foot. A brown snake, and I froze and just said to Luke, stop, and then the snake looked at me, and then it just took straight off up the hill. Like, I couldn't believe how quick it actually moved. And then I just said run, and we legged it, and I didn't record any of it like a rookie. Yeah, usually I've been filming with a GoPro on my head lately, just if anything happens and I can get it on film. And it was the one time I didn't film with a GoPro because I couldn't find my charger cable. So yeah, so would have had the footage, but yeah, like a rookie, wasn't recording. But yeah, that's my first run-in with a snake in an abandoned building, which is pretty rare because they're everywhere. But yeah, very scary.
I've not seen one yet.
The brown snake's probably one you don't want to see.
You don't want to see. As soon as I saw it, I pooped my pants. We can say shit. My heart was legitimately beating out of my chest from adrenaline for about 10-15 minutes. I actually had to sort of like stop filming and walk away for a little bit to get my senses back.
Dude, I can totally hear that man flu kicking on. One of the best things about these hangouts is that, we're not getting those germs from you, Scott. This is like perfect.
Yeah, Brittany's trying to stay away. She's going on school camp tomorrow, so she's staying away. And so which is kind of nice. But
Creaky's going on a camp like this weekend, an all girls camp or something. I forget what that is, but by the way, Ben, I don't know if you want to or not, but if you want to pass out any blue wrenches since you're signing his Creator Cast group.
You know what? I don't even know how to do that.
Okay, so like you see Adelaide Crows are the best.
Yeah, I got
click the little 3 button next to it, and you should be able to say make him a moderator. We're doing this thing from Pooza Studios, who, if you've seen, you probably saw. This Sunday we had them on our show. Man, freaking tastic people. They are just so cool. I love what they're doing. They went from 42 subs in at the beginning of April to they're over 4,000 now. Yeah, and they're doing live streams 6 days a week and getting everyone involved. Kind of like what we're doing. Kind of like what we're doing here. Not really like what we're doing here. 6 days a week, sure. Oh yes, daddy daughter camp. Yes, taking the drone. Okay, great. But speaking of them, I'm going to be on their show tomorrow morning. I'd love it if you could show me some love. That's the link right there to their show. Tomorrow, when I say morning, it's 10 a.m. in Queensland, 11 a.m. in everywhere else. So Ben on yet 11, not 10.
11 a.m. It's good for me.
It's gonna be fun if you go there. I want to try to get 100 thumbs ups before we go live. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I didn't get to see much of that stream on Saturday, or was it Saturday or Sunday? Sunday. What's their channel about? Just because so I can catch up.
Go ahead, Ben on.
Sorry, I'm just looking at something else.
I can tell you, their channel. It's like it's hard to describe. They're turning it into like it's like a television network, really, where they have every day they have something different. They have like a wheel where they spin it, and then they can highlight people's like YouTube channels, and then they tell everyone go over and subscribe to them. Let's get them to 100 or the nearest like milestone. And then they had like Tech Talk Tuesday today, and then they have interviews. They had an interview with the guy from VH1 on Monday. They're doing really well. So like it's a super big honor that they even asked me to do it. And I think Benon's going to be on at some point. Yeah, they're really cool people. I'm excited to be on there tomorrow. So it's gonna be fun.
Hey, let me ask you guys: do you use Google Hangouts app, or do you use Google Hangouts just?
Who are you talking to?
Both of you yahoos.
I'm on Chrome.
You're on Chrome, but do you have the extension installed, or do you just go Google Chrome.google and go for gold?
If you're asking how I do this, well, I set up that stream as an event, and then I click the button that says go to Google Hangouts, and then it brings me here, and then I send you guys the link. And by the way, if you're watching, there's definitely room on this show to get some more people on in a little bit. I know Jay might pop in here. We have 23 people watching. That's actually pretty cool. Jay might pop in a few minutes. Scott said he can't stay too long because he's got to nurse that man flu he's got.
I'm going to disappear for a second, guys. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Catch you later.
There he goes.
Just like
Tech
that.
Monday. Tech Monday. Yeah, that's a good idea, Creaky. He's going to do Tech Monday to get the jump on everybody instead of Tech Tuesday.
I was going to say that there's always a Tech Tuesday around, isn't there?
Yes. I started that. I swear. No, I swear I didn't. I mean, I definitely didn't see anyone else do it, but
I think I saw a guy in New York do it, but I can't remember his name. Small YouTuber.
No, he did it way after, like a year after I started doing it. All right, let's give Ben on the clap test when he comes back.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, you want to do the clap test?
Let me just give me 1 second. I just tried something. I don't know if it made any difference at all. All right, here comes the clap. Wow, I can see it in the little bottom. It's way out of sync.
It's all right. It doesn't hurt we know what you sound and look like when you're talking. So, I don't feel like people are like really, really watching like so hardcore. By the way, it's really hot up here in Queensland. I'm in a room. I have a fan on, so I hope that's not annoying to you guys.
Oh yeah,
no, sensible.
I didn't finish that story about Mimo and OBS, and it was a kind of a funny one. Yeah, but what happened was, so this was getting too much, and we all had a private chat about it, and I said, can we just kill the OBS versus Mimo Live stuff for a while? Because to me it sounded a little bit like the Apple versus PC thing, and they're both
Mimo's
good for
Apple.
what they probably are. Yeah, sorry, Mimo is probably more like Apple, and OBS is more like PC. And ironically, I'm an Apple guy, so I probably normally steer away from the tweaking, all that kind of crap. But what happened was, we just kind of put it to rest, if you like. And then I had to get a new antenna for my 4G connection. And I'm not kidding. The antenna is called a Mimo antenna. Spelt the same.
Signs.
Everything. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
pretty funny.
It's 11 degrees in South Australia. Hey Siri,
it's kind of cold.
what is the
here.
temperature?
It's 27 degrees right now.
Wow.
That's pretty hot, right?
Hey Siri, what's
Yeah.
the temperature?
It's currently 15 degrees.
I'm going to try
15,
that. Hey Siri, what's
Google.
the temperature?
It's 10 degrees.
10 degrees.
Right now.
All right.
Alexa, what's the temperature? I just want to see if we can screw with anybody.
Melbourne wins.
Yeah, Melbourne always wins. It's bloody thunderstorms and God knows what going on out there.
Hey, anyone in the chat who's got a mobile, like an iPhone handy, just type the letter number 1 in the chat.
The letter number 1.
I want to see how many have iPhones. Just type the number 1.
Wait, how do you type the number 1? Like
The symbol.
Just the number 1.
ONE 1 or the number signed and then 1?
Yeah, okay, we got 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now listen to this.
Okay.
Hey Siri. Oops. Now mine went off.
No, because a lot of these phones, they don't. It's like
It's voice recognition.
recognition.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hey Siri.
Creaky
Well,
says, let's
Australians go,
discuss
"Hey,
what
Siwi.
personalized plates
Hey,
I should get on
Siwi."
the van. I'm not into personalized plates. I think they're a little bit wanky.
Yeah,
At
a
the
bit
moment,
tacky.
the van needs a name before anything. The
Ooh, we could
license
have some fun with the
plates.
name.
Yeah, well, it's AUN 16X. That's the license or the registration or the plate.
Anal.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say anal? Wait,
No, I don't know who
what?
said that. Someone said that behind me. I think it's some other boy.
AUN. AUN 16X. What do we got? Anyone got anything in the chat for us?
Robert Muir said,
You went
how can he enter the 3K giveaway? My 3K giveaway. I don't have a 3K giveaway yet. So
Yeah.
if that answers your question, I'm only at like 2,300. So
Jay did hit 17
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
recently.
gotta,
We'll talk about that when he gets on there.
congratulate
But I'm looking at your stats, Scotty.
that's me. So yeah, not yet, but there should be something.
He's almost there. Why is that
Almost.
That's like flipped like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So one thing I do have some questions about some YouTubey kind of stuff. Actually, Scott, since are you gonna be leaving in about 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question I'd like to ask when Jay gets on and hear from you and Ben on is like, what's something that you could have told your earlier YouTube self? Like, what's some advice you would have given on how to steer your channel? Like, if you could have said something to yourself when you were at like 100 or 200, what would you have said?
Good question. I think it would have been work harder because it's not as easy as you think. Always be yourself is a big thing because there was a while there where I was maybe trying to be something I wasn't, if this makes sense. That's a hard question because I've sort of only really figured out who I am probably in the last 6 months on YouTube. So it's, I don't know. I think I'm always bloody learning every week. But yeah, I would honestly just try and be very genuine and just enjoy it. Really, it sounds very wanky, but that's about it.
Genuine with a W-I-N-E.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm just a bad. Ben, what do you think about that? What would you tell your younger self
Interesting question.
3 years ago? Like, and keep in mind, like, this is like advice for people that are trying to grow their channels. I know we have some creators in there. Some people just like to hang out with us, and that's all good too.
I probably would say something along the lines of be prepared for upswings and downswings. Actually, not so much be prepared, but accept that when these happens, it shouldn't stop you doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if, we all know it's going to go up and down, but when it does go down, for instance, it shouldn't get you down to stop you from creating. So, yeah, there's definitely been times where, I'm thinking specifically when my channel disappeared, and then I had to fight to get that momentum back up again. There was a point where I was like, dude, is it even worth, putting all the hard work back in? Because what if they take the channel away from me again? So a message I'd say is don't let that kind of stuff, change your mindset.
Yeah.
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 What about
good.
you, Danny?
Well, by the way, Simply Beth is in. She's the one that won and picked the NWA song. She won the name that too.
Freaky. I didn't call Mark a wanker. I said personalized plates are a bit wanky. I didn't say anyone that had them was a wanker, but if you want to misinterpret my words.
And we'll get some other creators on here later on, and we'll ask them that same question, by the way.
That's classic journalistic style. From
they're going. Yeah, they're trying to stir up some drama.
Yeah,
60
totally.
minutes action, brother.
Yeah. So for me, I think that something I would have told my younger vlogging self is, honestly, I feel like the evergreen stuff is way more important than I kept trying to tell a story from one video to the next, and that didn't really matter as much as what was on that one video. And so I think that I would also say too, if you wanted to do tech videos, create a separate channel. I know you don't agree with this at all, Ben, but I would have said have a channel just for the tech stuff that you want to do, have a channel just for the travel stuff. and just keep those niches to themselves because you're going to confuse your audience. And I think that that's one thing I would have done differently is grown separately and see what kind of picks up and see what, it takes time for videos to pop as well. But yeah, I think that's what I would say. That's what I mean. I do like having that live stream channel because it's a good outlet and it doesn't make me feel like I'm missing out by not posting 3 times a week on my other channel.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't agree with the separate channel deal, but I can certainly.
Whoa! Excuse me, Benon, Mr. White Star ASMR. You don't agree?
No, come on, man. When you're talking about ASMR and like vlogging, that's a completely separate world. Like,
yeah.
But in terms of like, I mean, your tech stuff and your evergreen content and your P&O stuff, I think they all marry together nicely. You often do reviews in situ when you're on the ship or you're using the product right there. Like, I feel like I still think that at some point down the track, YouTube will say, now you can merge channels. I firmly believe that'll happen. And then,
you mean the live stream in the main channel?
Everyone, like if you've got more than one channel, I reckon they'll come to a point where YouTube says, well, if you want to merge those two together for whatever the reason, talk to YouTube about it and we'll put a case manager on and we'll work out whether it can be done. And yep, those channels will agree, will merge.
Huh, interesting. Yeah. And so hold on. See, Simply Beth, she agrees with the separate channels. Funky thinks that I would have told myself to get the Apple shares.
Yeah, same. Actually, that's a good one, Funky. When did you buy Apple shares, Danny?
No, it's when I worked at Apple in 2002, and they were giving for every share you bought, they give you a share and a half. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put $1,000 in it because I had it. And then I was like, how do you buy shares? How do you here? I didn't know how to do it. So I never did it. And then it blew up and I was like, crap, I missed my opportunity. So I didn't do it. And then it blew up and I'm like, crap, I missed my opportunity. And then it blew up again and blew up again. And so I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. If I'm this upset about it, then I'm not cut out for the stock market. So
but you did buy some at some point, didn't you?
I did buy a lot and it did well. And then it started crashing in end of 2015. And I got out of everything so that I was just up from the stock market and then put it all on GoPro. It's worth about like $300 now or something. So, but I'm not down. I'm not down about it, which is great.
Yeah.
And you're taking off.
I'm gonna take off. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get some more people on here too as well.
Feel better, man. Feel better soon, dude. Sorry
feel better,
for
Scotty.
onto you.
Everybody say bye to Scotty.
Thanks to everyone in the chat.
Jay's gonna be joining soon.
See you next Wednesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Danny.
Tech Tuesday. All right, see you, fellas.
Robert agrees with me. He thinks YouTube will merge channels down the track. Yeah, I just feel like that's a possible angle they'll take. I mean, they always change things. Like just today, I saw Creator Insider where they said that they're removing legacy annotations, which kind of sucks because for the first, say, 120 of my vlogs, I hard baked into the video where the annotation would be, and now the annotation's not going to be there. Like, it doesn't make it easier. Like it does for YouTube, but not for the creator.
Camera, and you can be like, "Why?" That's where I feel like you're at right now. What's up, Justin? Make test battle.
Oh, make test battle dessert and Simple Lee Beth. Also
Simply Beth. I don't know why I like that name so much because I think of that song, Simply the Beth.
Now I'm going to say something here. I don't know about this making everyone a moderator thing. Like, I mean, it's cool that we're doing it on CreatorCast, but I don't know if it's the best practice all around.
I think this because we're a small channel at this point. Even if we had 20,000, okay. If we had like 5,000, we'd still be kind of a small channel. But then once you grow even more so, and then you stop giving those blue wrenches away, then you have some quality people moderating for you already.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing about the Pusha Studios. Pusha, they said they give all their wrenches to everybody, which is what you see in the chat. They give the wrenches to everyone because they don't want anybody to feel like excluded. And some people that have the wrenches usually I think this is funny sounding because nobody on our channel does this, but they get high on power. I got the blue wrench. I can do whatever I want. Nobody even knows what kind of power they have having the blue wrench.
Yeah, is anyone using their wrenches? You've
No,
all
nobody
got them.
does
No one's
anything.
doing anything with them. Hey, back up on the top there, Simply Beth says, why not separate them? Your subs can decide to watch them all, but why set yourself up to bog them down with stuff they don't want? Well, that's what playlists are for, and I think that a playlist pretty much does what a separate channel does do, but you still have the analytics in terms of a whole channel. So when you're trying to grow a channel, it's hard enough to grow one channel, let alone 2, 3, or 4, if you've got such different content. I've also heard people say that you probably should find your niche and stick to it. Whereas if you keep making completely separate channels for all this and that, you're basically extending that growth period out. Hey, there's Jayski.
Jay.
Yeah, that's my point there anyway. Hey, Jay, congrats on 17K.
Thanks, mate.
Well done.
See that tick over? How is
Yeah.
everyone?
Good. Yeah, you just missed Scotty, but it's all good. We were just
Oh, you leave already.
yeah, he just left. Just
Fair
you know how it is. Some people gotta work in the morning.
Yeah.
I
And
do.
he's not
I have, to
feeling
get on, I have to be on an interview in the morning, bright and early, 10 a.m.
Oh, what's the interview for?
Pusha Studios. You guys
Pusha.
are having me over on their channel. And if you don't know what that is, check out this link right here. That's the link to it in the chat. And go there and hit the thumbs up beforehand because I really want to get them 100 thumbs ups before the stream even starts, which is tomorrow, 10 a.m. my time, 11 a.m. everybody else's time that's watching, unless I see anybody else pop on that's from somewhere else. Adelaide Crows. Adelaide, I feel like doesn't South Australia, isn't there like a 30 minute time change or something?
Yeah, always 30 minutes.
Always. It's always 30 minutes. Or just when it's daylight savings. Yeah. I'm asking whoever's listening.
Oh, Adelaide's half an hour behind. Sorry.
What'd you say, Bennett?
Adelaide's half an hour behind.
Always.
Always.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good
The
to
people
know.
are pretty behind too, from what I hear.
So, Jay, one question I was asking.
Careful.
I asked Scott and
I've got a
Bennett,
lot of love for Adelaide.
what's one thing that you would tell your younger YouTube self, like when you were at maybe 100 subs? What's something you could tell your channel to steer it in a better direction? That, I mean, you're doing well, so it's not like you're worried that you're not doing the right thing. But is there any advice you would give to your younger self?
Ooh. So you're talking age as in age of the channel, not age.
Yeah,
of
like
the
back
person.
when you were 100 subs, not when you were 100 subs years old.
I think just to reach out more, to communicate more, to create something like we have here, where you can collaborate more. I think that's what I would try and do, because I think within the first 6 to 8 months, I didn't collaborate with anybody. I didn't know anybody. I didn't really reach out to anybody. I think the first time I really reached out to anyone really was this CreatorCast thing, in a big way anyway. So I think, if anyone that's, I can't say that, because like Fogarty Avenue, they kind of reached out to me and we got together, and that's kind of how I'm like, oh, well, this collaboration thing kind of works. It's fun, and then like doing editing and having similar interests and all that kind of stuff works out quite well. But when you're doing it yourself, you don't learn as fast, you don't grow as fast, you don't.
We collaborated as well before CreatorCast, Jay. We hung out before CreatorCast got together.
Yeah, no, totally. But I think, having like a group of people that you regularly catch up with is really important. Like, for instance, every last Sunday of the month, a whole bunch of my friends that I wouldn't normally see because they've got kids and families and all that kind of stuff, we catch up and go to a different breakfast joint in Melbourne every last Sunday of the month. And it just means we catch up, we're trying something new, and we get to see each other. And it's the same thing here. We catch up every Wednesday night, wherever we can, and, share experiences. And that's weird. Like, when I finish chatting with you all, or if I'm watching a live feed because I couldn't get there because the wife's sick or whatever it might be, then I'm still there, and it's fun. It's exciting.
Sick.
Or the baby's not well or not sleeping, or it's a whole bunch of things that happen in life. But I don't know, like as soon as that finishes, I'm lying in bed or whatever, and I'm like, that was a good chat. How can I learn from it? What can I do? How can I apply that to my videos? I don't know, like just chatting's good. It's good for you. It's good for the heart. It's good for the soul. It's good for the
T-shirt, by the way. Chatting's good.
Yeah.
I did that, Mark. Sorry, dude.
You timed out.
I timed him out
Right
because he
stuff.
put a message about timing out, and I thought, well, I'll just give that a little test.
At the end of seconds, what's it gonna do? And you time me out because I need to go get another drink.
I can time you out. I'll take
All right.
over. That's a really good points, Jay. We all talked. Did Danny leave the vision on himself there? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Is it self-changing? It looks like it might be self-changing.
I'm not even in the chat feed at the moment, but nah, sorry, mate, you go.
I was just saying, neither of me or Scotty or Danny said anything really like what you just said, which is really, it's really unique. We all talked about, like I suggested, to be aware of things that are going to go up and down on your channel. So just be prepared for the downs as well as the ups. I can't recall what Scotty said because it was that long ago, and I can't recall what Danny said because it was that long ago. Oh no, Danny said about splitting the channel up into separate channels. By the way, you're really wobbling there, dude. Like,
I know, I'm pressing buttons. I'm just trying to get that chat up. There we go. I'll leave it all
okay.
here.
You're on the. I got you. The camera's on the same bench as the.
Yeah.
It's audio changing. Make Test Battle says it's audio changing. What does that mean? Be more specific, Justin. It's audio changing. I'm not sure what that exactly meant, but I hope it's not my mic going up and down because I can't hear it peaking out.
I think what he means is that the video might have not have been changing, but the audio definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
By the way, I timed out the right stuff because I knew that.
Auto changing. There you go.
Mark Ansby could come in if he wanted.
What do you mean? I said audio changing.
Yeah.
Sorry, what about Mark Insby?
I said I timed out the right stuff because I knew Mark could come in on Mark Ansby as well.
Time him out on Mark Insby.
No, I couldn't.
No, do it. Just do it.
That. Nah, you can do it. My hands are free.
Right. Mark Insby, I'm banning you from this channel forever.
Oh dear. We
all have overgrown beards at the moment too.
Yeah, I've got mine for a reason, but
what's up, Stephen McLaughlin?
he needs to be a mod, doesn't he? I'm doing all the modding tonight.
Everyone's getting a wrench. You're getting a wrench. You're getting a wrench. You're getting a wrench.
How can you say McLaughlin when there's no G in there?
I don't know.
Except for the G at the end.
Yeah.
Isn't it McLaughlin? McLaughlin.
Jay, tell us where you've been. You've been on a little bit of a vacation, haven't you?
Yeah, I went to Meetung, which is about just over 3 hours drive east, I think, of Victoria, down near Lakes Entrance. Caught up with some guys down there. They found out that I was down that way. I had a couple of electric skateboards with me. We went cruising, did some all-terrain action in Aldi, of all places. It was good fun.
Huh.
And went down there with both sides of the family, and we just hanged. It was good. Just 3 days off work. And
is it hanged or hung?
Hanged. I'm pretty sure it's hanged.
In American, it's kicking it.
Oh, kicking it. Yeah,
Jay,
chilling. Netflix and chilling.
Jay, you're hung.
I'm hung.
Well, what's everyone drinking there this evening? I'm on the H2O.
Mine is also. What is that?
Empty. Or is that red wine?
It's what my cheeks are right now.
Rosé. Oh, rosé. A little bit of red, a little bit of white. There you go.
I didn't know they bottled sexy.
Oh, it's good to have y'all back. I missed you
Miller.
last week. I only had amazing conversations with everybody else. It was slightly lonely. Not really.
Jay has been demoted to the garage, not allowed in the house anymore. Now that's his space there.
It is. It's my man cave, and it means I can talk really loud because there's a baby sleeping around there. There's a wife that's about to go to bed.
So you can't talk loud.
No, I can talk loud in here. This is great because it's not even connected to the house. It's there's like brick on four different bricks, I think, before I can hit anything. But if you guys probably don't even know, there's like been lightning and hail and all kinds of stuff, unless Scotty told you about it.
No.
Yeah, it's been crazy. My mum. Oh, where's my phone? My mum, who doesn't live here, obviously, she lives about 20 minutes from here. But massive, crazy photos came in. Where the hell did I put my phone? Oh, anyway, I'll show you later. But yeah, like covered in hail. It looked like snow all over the place.
Wow.
It was cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Walker asked me in the chat, what mods am I going to do to the van? Well, aside from putting a bed in it,
Oh,
I'm not going to do too much to it. It's already pretty much good to go, actually.
There's my lollipops. Who was asking?
Chaps.
Adelaide Crows the best. Yeah, this is probably 3/4 full.
But I tell you what I have done, a little sneaky. It's kind of like, well, I got inspired by Bus Life NZ, and then I tweeted to them. By the way, we were going to have them on the show here, but they declined, which kind of sucks. But anyway,
we weren't big. Not like enough of you guys have not tweeted this out and shared it with your friends to get more subscribers, so we can't get bigger.
Yeah, I got to say, in the public space, I was a bit upset with their reply. I'd talked to Andy before about it, and he said that they were too busy. About 7 or 8 months back, they were too busy, and they had to do their filming for their television show. Fair enough. So he said, come back to us after that's all done. So I came back to him just this week because I bought the Delica, and I tweeted saying, I'm inspired by you guys not to make a van to live in, but like an overnight van, and I'm going to deck it out. And he sent a tweet back saying, cool, man, go and check out these guys. They're they're an Instagram channel called Be Old Later, and they literally have the same Delica van that I've just bought, and they're traveling from the northern Canada, top of Canada, all the way through down, even into Southern America, like South America. Anyway, I got inspired by that. So then I said, why don't you guys come on the show? We'd still have to have you on. And he kind of said, he just said no. He said, we don't really want to be involved with the creator community.
Than they are, is what they said.
Yeah, and it kind of, it's a bit sad, really, because like reaching out amongst creators and making the networks bigger and bigger is the only way that you grow, aside from having viral content and being a complete niche or whatever it is. But making these channels and all of them piggybacking off each other is definitely how it grows. And the answer that he said basically was, no, we don't want to do that. I don't know, just...
I mean, yeah, I can see from his point of view that you look at like the Casey Neistats, you look at a whole bunch of them, they don't do live chat at all because they want to be polished, they want to be scripted, they want to be edited. And they don't want to say the wrong thing because like saying the wrong thing that we know can get you into a lot of trouble. You can lose a lot of video views and subscribers and things like that.
What are you talking about, Jay?
Oh, just saying like some people who get onto CreatorCast or if they want to come onto our live chat, I don't think that
Well, give me an example.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do live because they don't want to say the wrong thing. Are you trying to fish me?
He wants you to say what's your example you're alluding to.
I don't have an example like myself. Like I say the wrong thing all the time, and that's just who I am. But you know, it's like I think a lot of people are fearful that
who's CCN mod, by the way? The object VGCP.
I feel like it's more not. This instance with Bus Life NZ is more so not about the live thing. It's more about that he just said. He said we want to put our content on our channel, not somewhere else. But then they made a television series, which is the complete opposite. I don't know. It's the opposite, and it's kind of made me not want to watch any more of their content. And that's really sad because I really enjoy what they do. I don't know. It sucks when someone you look up to swipes you off with that kind of a response. That's what I'm getting
like Emma's saying as well at the moment. You know, the bigger you are, obviously the further you can fall as well too. And if you do have sponsorships and contracts and things involved, where you know, let's say you've got a contract with Pepsi and you say, "Oh, I can't wait for a Coke," you know, you're in a bit of trouble there. Whereas if you did say that and you could edit it out, cool, no problem.
Well, I can also see that like maybe they're worried that they can stretch themselves too thin. Like if they did our thing, then they'd have to do everyone else's thing. And the thing is that they're like under 50,000 subs. I mean, Make Test Battle has 80,000. He comes on here all the time. So,
I can see him. He's saying he's commenting lots and lots. So but I don't think he's really too nervous about sponsorships or anything. He does a lot of the videos himself. And
get a Nerf sponsorship though.
Yeah, of course. But no, I don't think those Nerf guys are worried about someone getting on and saying the wrong thing.
Well,
I don't know.
hang on. What would Bus Life NZ possibly say that would be the wrong thing in your eyes, Jay? Like, what are you alluding at?
If you started to like caravans, you know.
No, because they bought their own bus and built it themselves. They don't really have an endorsement to.
Okay.
What's that, Danny?
Said he was joking. What you just said.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what.
Jeez, the water bottle just popped off. Anyway.
I don't know, Jay. I'm not sure what you're saying. Like, because what I'm getting at is that it felt like that Bus Life NZ said no, and they said that we don't want to be involved in any of the community. We just want to make our videos, and that's the opposite of what YouTube is.
Yeah. Well,
to some people, it's a channel like a TV channel. Like you put your content out, people chat about it. That's it. They don't really interact with the community. There are channels out there like that. That you look at what's that one? The guy that's up in Brisbane that's got like 8 million followers. He's out. He's out in the wilderness.
No, not me.
Not Primitive Technology.
Yeah, Primitive Technology. He doesn't respond to any comments. He just puts his videos up. He doesn't want any publicity. He doesn't want any interaction. That's just the way his channel is. And every time he puts something out there, people swarm to it. So it just depends on what your channel is and what your aim is, I guess. And for them, they're just not interested in spending a lot of time chatting. They'd rather spend that time making and editing. And I think you're right, though, Ben. And I think
fair enough.
They're probably losing a lot of learning and growing and stuff because they're not community engaged.
Yeah, because exactly what you just said when you first came on. What's the one thing that you would have told yourself? You said exactly what I just.
Oh, I'm 100% with you, but I'm thinking from their point of view. They have their own way and thought about it, and that's why I think YouTube's really good because there's no real mold, there's no real way of doing things. And when you look at Primitive Technology, he's doing it completely the opposite.
All right, let me pitch you this then. How would this sound if instead of CreatorCast saying you want to Bus Life NZ, do you want to come onto our show, whether it be a live stream or a pre-recorded, whatever, instead of CreatorCast, it was Casey Neistat saying, do you guys want to come on to our show? We really love Kiwis and we want you to come and do something with 368. Do you think Bus Life NZ would say, sure,
of course
we'll come
they'd
over?
say yes.
They would say yes.
So therefore, I'm unsubscribing. I think that's.
Here's the thing. I think
that's garbage.
I remember back when I was at like when I 2 years ago, when I think it took me like 6 months to get from 100 subs to 500, another 6 months from 500 to 1,000, another 6 months from 1,000 to 2,000, and then another 6 months to get from 2,000 to here. But back 2 years ago when I started, I thought 50,000 was like the old, like, oh man, if I had 50,000, I'd be like the best, YouTube channel ever, and everyone would respect me. And I feel like maybe, because times have changed, because everyone's been able to grow their channels like crazy. And I feel like they're still looking at it like they're at the 50,000 and they have like high numbers and they can just, that's it. They can just like retire on that. I don't know. Someone said
saying they're a little bit elitist.
Yeah. Like
Mr. said, what about this? What about if you said to them, look, I've got a new van. I want to do a collaboration with you. To create an incredible inside of my van. And I think they'd be up for that because it's content for them. It's not community engagement. It's not chatting. It's not live. I think they'd be cool with that. You've got decent subscribers and good views.
They live in New Zealand, though. That's the issue with that.
That's right. Get yourself on
hypothetical.
I see what you're saying. Hypothetical.
Yeah.
I feel like, they might say yes to that. They've certainly
because
done.
It's closer to what their channel's about. And I think if you're trying to make them do something that they're not used to, then they're going to shut down.
You know what? Can I give some homework to our people in the chat? If you're not part of the Facebook group CreatorCast, check that out because it's facebook.com/group/CreatorCast. I think everybody here is pretty much part of that. I'd love for you guys to go out and find any YouTubers that have 50K or more, not excluding Make Test Battle, but 50K or more, and write it to us in CreatorCast group. I'll probably post something and you can comment below that. And then we will try to get them on our show and see what happens.
I've got a whole bunch. Like, if I can give you an idea, any education or kids program on YouTube does not do anything community or live channel because they need to make sure that their stuff is kid friendly, that they're not saying anything stupid. Like, oh my God, I'd hate to do a kids channel because you have to make sure that it's all politically correct. It's all in line. It's all PG. Oh, that'd be so annoying, especially for animation and. Ugh. No thanks. Because I watch a lot of that crap.
I guess it didn't sit well with me.
No, because I think that's who you are. You are very extroverted, and some people aren't on YouTube.
Yeah.
Writing in a Creator Cast group
strange
right
to
now.
be a YouTuber and be an introvert like that. Just strange. They don't present that way. That's probably more the thing. On their channel they present as, oh, we know we're engaging and we talk to everybody and this and that. But then when an idea pops up where, you know, something that can help both channels grow, because that's what we're about. We're about growing both channels. Yeah, they just shut it down. Don't be so sad, Ben. On okay, all right. I'm gonna give it up. I just wanted. Well, hang on. Where was I going with that? I was saying that.
Ben, can I ask you a question? How come you're unsubscribing to a lot of people these days simply because you don't agree with them? Like, you like their content, but you just don't agree with some of the things that they say or do.
When a creator.
Thanks, Mark, for that.
Creaky. Have a look at Creaky's. You can read that one out, Ben.
You can start a new segment called Benen's Blacklist.
Or a new channel. No. Keep it on your
a playlist. Yeah, good question, Jay. I've unsubbed to Daryl Eves, Cody Wanner. I got unsubbed to Casey Neistat ages ago, and I still never resubbed. And now I'm going to unsub Bust Life NZ. It's like a relationship, you know. Like, you spend a lot of your time watching their content. You give them your time to watch. But then when you get nothing back, you can only give so much. So I'm out.
Yeah, Bridget's got a good point. Jamie and Nikki that live in Melbourne. He's got over 1 million subscribers. They have hardly any interaction. All their stuff is really scripted. If you don't know who they are, you might have met him actually, Benin. He went to the first YouTube creators thing in Sydney.
Right.
And I became pretty good mates with him. I haven't spoken to him for a little while, but we've been meaning to catch up. The way that he got his huge sublift was that a video that he released on his YouTube channel of him as a videographer of a wedding. He tripped over and fell, and his camera got busted and everything. Anyway, it ended up on the Jimmy Fallon show, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Huh.
And within I think it was 3 days, he had an extra 200,000 subs.
Huh.
Just went mental.
Are those Australian guys? How Ridiculous, right? How Ridiculous is that? Those are Australian guys, right?
I don't know those guys.
They throw like bowling balls off of a tower onto a trampoline.
Oh, kind of like what are they called? Dude Perfect.
Maybe.
Do you know who Dude Perfect are? They put a video out. It's got like 8 million views in like 3 hours. It's crazy.
But yeah, these guys are Australian, I believe.
Yeah, off like what do they call them? Like the dams and things like that.
Yeah, they did the dams.
Yeah,
it's not Dude Perfect though.
On that same topic, on that same point that Jay asked, or that very, very good question he asked me, what do you guys feel when you watch a lot of content from a particular creator, and as you're watching their content, you're putting out your content, but they're never commenting on your stuff, yet they'll always reply with something on your comment? Like, you'll comment on their video and they'll say, "Thanks, man. Cool. I'm glad you liked it." But then you'll do that 5 or 6 more times, and then you'll just notice that they're never commenting on your stuff. How does that make you guys feel?
I've been learning a lesson about being a content creator and follower. It's hard to be both. Like, you can't follow everybody's stuff and try to be the good guy and then turn around and make your own stuff. Like, it takes a lot of time and effort to follow people's channels and do that. So I get that, like, some people, you know, they're busy doing their YouTube channel and they can't just sit there and watch everybody's, you know, the videos that are probably, like, if you've seen my subscription field, it's ridiculous. And I try to watch as many as I can, but most of them I skip. By the way, I also wanted to say that I did unsub to Benon and Jay, and it wasn't my fault. It was because of the people on my live stream channel.
Emma did.
And I think it was Miss Riz, most likely. She said, like, get him out. Like she was like unsub
Yeah.
as fast as you can.
Miss
By the
Well,
way,
Riz,
Ben's
for
gonna like
back.
this one. I actually unsubbed from Logan Paul the other day. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, but you're still going to wear his merch though. So until you throw that
No,
jacket
no,
out,
I got my new stuff. Got my champion stuff.
Yeah.
But by the way, there's
Yeah.
also times when I'll like be making food or something, and I have like the computer there, and I'm watching like Gina's vlogs and stuff, and I just don't get there in time to write a so most of the time I'm like, how can I craft a good like comment, and I don't want to do it too early, and I don't want to do it too late. Like it's so ridiculous that a lot of times I'm just gonna watch the stuff, and I watched it, so. They don't need me to comment on it, but I know sometimes it's a good thing to do just to help them out. But
even like Ben and I know you comment on a lot of my stuff and I reply to it. So in your case, your question being, what happens if I don't respond to your stuff? Because you respond to a lot of my stuff.
I feel like it's different when you know the person personally. Like we have an interaction outside of YouTube as well. But when you're just on a channel, and Mark Ensby says a good point. He says just because you like their content, it doesn't mean they like your content. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, how does it make you feel when you see them not commenting on you? I'm not suggesting they like or dislike your content, but what does it make you feel? It makes me feel like only like what Danny said. There's only so much time you can put into it, and Danny, your wife, said the same thing. There aren't enough hours in the day to comment, and that's at some point like you're going to just have to stop. And I don't know. I might be getting to that point now where I might have to just like say, all right, I'm not going to comment on anybody's stuff at all. Yeah.
But that's one of your methods. That's your YouTube model.
Yeah, totally. It's been the way I've rolled from the beginning. But when it's okay, I'm still reeling from the response from Bus Life NZ. That's the fact. I should just change the topic here because
You're getting sensitive in your old age, mate.
read simply Beth. She read that. That was pretty good what she said. Someone read it.
Way back.
Some people are just oblivious. Some people don't have that need to please. Commenting can feel very vulnerable for some. There are tons more reasons why people don't engage. Yeah, I agree.
Very true. Very true.
Most of the people either love you or hate you. There's not that in between, I think, with comments.
I think there is that in between.
I think there's an in between.
It's not that black and white, but I don't know. That's why I think that a lot of stuff that I'm trying to pump out now on my main channel is more of that evergreen content that'll help grow the channel, because I feel like that day-to-day stuff, like nobody cared if I went to Walmart to buy this thing that had nothing to do with the video topic, but whatever. I think that I just want to like kind of push some of that evergreen stuff, ship stuff, and things that I've learned. By the way, I have blue tack on my finger.
Oh, I need some of that. Can you pass it to me?
Yeah, here.
I've got to put. I'll grab that off you. I've got to put that down. Oh, my microphone's over here.
Yeah, you should have had that practiced up. But yeah, so because I have this the live stream channel, which is great because that's telling the story of what I'm doing, which will be the great thing to look back on, in the years to come. Before it was like, crap, I can't really tell this story that I got to the ship without showing that I got to the ship through this way by going on the, going from Brisbane to this and that. And now it's like, you know what? I just go on the ship and do the video I want to do.
Look what Jay put in there. That's a great comment, Jay.
My eyebrows.
They do look good at the moment, those eyebrows.
Right in the middle.
You need to talk.
They look like someone's been plucking at them.
No.
Really? Maybe she's been doing it while you've been sleeping. They look very shaped.
Miss Riz says, don't not comment, Benon. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth when creators never comment. That's exactly what I was saying. It leaves
Wait. Is she talking about commenting back? Like if someone comments on your thing, I feel like
yeah.
He means just commenting on. So if Benon sees that I make a video, like I'll see that Mark Ensby makes a video.
Hey,
he posted it today.
Test Battle's got a webcam.
And
light's flickering.
Yes. So you guys distracted me. So I got my hat off.
That's better.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess I'm looking at this like a community, and just just recently I've started live streaming, so my community is becoming.
You started live streaming. You've done 7 minutes of live streaming.
Yeah, but I started. I've still made the beginning, and I've got a community there now. People are waiting, and people are coming in and chatting, and like I want to expand communities. I don't want to knock them down, and I feel like we just got knocked down this week.
But you get up again.
Also,
you're never going to keep you down.
How rad would it have been to have that story, that Bus Life NZ? They could have, like, I really loved how he made his first set of videos just on a single GoPro. Like, I think that's incredible. 'Cause it would have been a great story to tell.
Ah,
And also, in my defense, I'm not sleeping very well from my daily vlog at the moment, so that might be why I'm highly strung and very sensitive.
Yeah, what time is it? Like 3:04 or something now?
Yeah, 24 past 3 this morning it'll be.
so what? Yeah, Make Test Battle just went out and bought a webcam just recently.
Is he coming on? What's he doing?
Well, I don't know. I haven't decided. I
Yeah,
know
get him
that Creaky's going to go live on Facebook in about 30 minutes, 29 minutes.
I don't know if anyone's watched either, but I think I had a video go up live, not live, like 9 o'clock it was launched. I did a couple of days
Tonight?
ago. Yeah.
Are you
Anyway.
premiering anymore, Jay? I know you did.
I did it 2 nights ago, I think. But I was I only had it premiering for like 5 minutes. I think
Yeah,
you can do
go
it for
check
like
out that
2
video that
hours.
Stephen McLaughlin just posted.
His story. Is
Steve
everyone a
McLaughlin.
moderator here?
McLaughlin.
His story. Is everyone a moderator here? You know it, and now you are as well, buddy.
History. I haven't seen that. It's been a while. Oh my God, my Siri just went off because I said history.
I'll try it. History. No.
I'll try it. History. No, didn't work.
History.
On mine.
History.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? Live streaming. You've done a bit of it, but are you going to get back into it?
Yeah, I think when the weather gets better, I'll have more to say with all my skateboards and
Yeah.
all that. Look at this. I've actually got one down there at the moment. Can I do this? Still in its box, ready to go.
Cool.
That's a new one. That's going to be a good one. It's a budget all-terrain board. So, yeah.
Ah.
Anyway. Yes.
Very
By the
nice.
way, I will say when you talked about dreaming and stuff, and this is something really weird. I was going to talk more about it on the Pusha Studios interview, but having a live stream, there's a lot of times that I'm sleeping and thinking that I'm live. Like people are watching me live while I'm sleeping, and it's very, especially when you're sleeping naked. It's very unnerving.
That's pretty funny.
I'm not naked. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Just don't do any 24-hour streams where you are sleeping, because then that'll all come around and it'll all be one. Everything will mold together. It'll be very confusing.
I'm trying to.
Okay, so we have about 27 more minutes into this stream.
Oh, we got a
And,
time limit here, have we?
As
We
well.
have a time limit,
We're
yes,
out of time.
because Creaky's going live, and we're gonna give it to him.
See, that's
Hand it
another
over.
thing. I've been feeling lately, because of my daily vlog, I've been wanting to watch Creaky's live stream. I've been wanting to stay up and watch your Name That Tune, and I just need to go to sleep. And then I feel like I'm letting everyone down, like
You are
Well-
all because you want to post something at 3:00 in the morning, and you're doing that for yourself for the third year in a row. It's very selfish of you, Ben. On
yeah, time
the first year, I get it. That was pretty cool, but now you're just being selfish, and you should be doing more things for us.
This is a weird subject change, but have any of you watched the Anna Kendrick Cup song? It
Yeah,
came out a couple of years ago. God damn, that's a good song. And just the way it's
That's-
been filmed.
You're talking about this, ready? Hold on.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Lock the camera off on you, Danny. Lock the camera off.
Okay.
No.
I will.
yeah.
Hold on. Just give me a second.
You can do it.
The locking of the camera didn't
How,
work.
how does that song go?
I'll get it happening. Hang on.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
When I'm
No,
gone, when I'm
don't,
gone.
Yeah.
don't
When
play
I'm
it. Jay, don't play it.
When I'm gone.
I'm gonna miss you when I'm gone.
Can't do what I'm saying. All right. Anyways, yeah. That's that cup thing's been around for a long
I know,
time before
but-
that.
I don't know why I brought it up. It came up on YouTube Music or whatever, but man, it's good. Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. I've got a ticket for the long way ride.
All right, so we have a everybody singing. Or I'm not singing. Hopefully they're not singing it. Thanks very much, Adelaide, Chris, for that. All right, so Make Test Battle. Anybody else? We have 25 minutes. I feel like here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post this link in CreatorCast group on Facebook and see who we can get on for the last 25 minutes and see what their thoughts are on. I'd love to hear what
Maybe
Make
Bust
This
Life
Battle
NZ.
would tell his younger YouTube self. What?
Maybe
Ben on?
Bust Life NZ might come on.
They don't follow us.
You're, mate. You got to let that get out of your head.
Well, how about this, Jay? How would it feel if
How
someone
does
that
it
you
feel?
look up to, like let's say,
Ben and unsubscribed.
no, not
Oh, sorry, it's still stuck on my face. Hold on.
not that.
Okay.
Like let's
There we
say, I don't know. Let's say you reached. Let's say you were in like interacting with the Evolve guys, which you probably already are. And then you said, I really want to have you guys come on and explain a new product or a new development or the ideas.
I can tell you a story about that actually, because you're right. It's right up your alley. About a year ago, Matt, who used to work for Evolve, tried to organise me to go up to Queensland and do some shooting, some video of behind the scenes at their factory and what they work on and their support and all this kind of stuff. And it was about to happen, and then he cracked the shits and resigned. And he was probably the only decent guy at the time that was working for Evolve. And I felt like, oh man, now I've kind of lost the connection. I've lost the opportunity. Yeah, it was a bit shit, but you move on, I guess. And
could you not? Miss Riz says, "I love Ben on. He holds a grudge like I do." Could you not contact someone else at Evolve and say,
I probably could, but I haven't had the need to. They haven't. Yeah, go Danny. I haven't had the need to, so I because they haven't really brought out anything that I'm kind of keen on yet.
Baby
Creaky.
shark.
That's shark bait or something.
Baby. Yeah. No, that didn't work.
and
Creaky's here.
Who's this? Who's this guy with a new webcam?
It's not a new webcam.
Welcome to
It's each of his DSLR
Another
into it.
one, yeah, so I'm basically using like the USB cable and opening up the EOS utility app, and then just doing an app capture. And
Oh wow!
yeah, I don't know.
That sounds a
Everyone's
lot
saying
easier than.
Homer Simpson when he's yelling at Marge like, nerd!
By the way, Creaky Emma says creepy.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want that to stick.
what was that?
Nothing.
Creaky, you're looking a little red there, dude. Have you been in the sauna?
He's been drinking that sexy drink of Danny's.
Yeah.
Rose.
No. It's I've got a lot, and like this room,
Sorry.
I don't know, must have been designed in the 70s. It's got one of those lights in the wall, the thing, but it's a really tungsten light.
Oh,
I
okay.
reckon Creaky and I are a brother from another mother. We almost look identical tonight. Backward
That's
cap, headphones, black jumper, sexy.
East side, so this south side.
Yeah, that's it.
South
What's the
side.
painting behind you? Have we spoken about that?
A couple of times.
Every night on your Facebook
Every
live
night
stream.
on my Facebook live stream, I explain this and then I read the quote.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's
you
the red
need
thing
to-
that
you need
that
to be
bear's
on
holding
WhatsApp.
in between its legs behind you?
What?
There's a red thing. Is it like a dummy or something?
That's Chewbacca.
Yeah, I know, but what's between its legs?
Tag.
Please, Ben, on. Please tell me you read that last comment from
I'm
Simply Beth.
reading it from Simply Beth. That's a bit harsh, Simply Beth.
No, it's not. That's so dead on.
What is Simply Best though? I don't have my comments up.
Ben
Pretty
on.
much
Ben,
what
I
I'm
can't stay
saying.
awake for Name That Tune, but his butt hurt about a stranger not offering up their free.
Pretty much.
I think you hit it on the head. The value isn't there. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. The
You're saying
value
that the
isn't
value
there. So
for Name That Tune isn't there?
No, the value isn't there from Bust Life NZ to Creator Cast.
Ben,
Yet
and I've
if it
got
was
a
a
really
bigger
quick question
channel,
for you.
like if it was Sailing the Vagabond, let's say that they said come on the boat with us, you can guarantee they'd be on that boat with them.
Hey,
The
Ben,
value isn't
Ben,
there. You've nailed it simply.
Ben,
Jeff.
would you go
Ben,
on if Sailing the Vagabond asked you?
I'd go on any channel that asked me to do something.
Ben,
It wouldn't matter
Any
the size.
channel?
Hang on. There may be a reality here that you're not understanding. They
Spit it out, Creaky.
Yeah. You're a broken record.
I'm listening.
DJing.
Creaky, what's happening? Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm okay now.
You just said they, and then you stopped.
Oh yeah, that was my rap impersonation.
Sailing the Vagabond.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say to Ben on that maybe he's just not getting the message. They just don't like
They
it.
want money.
Maybe they just don't like you, Ben on.
Could
That's
be
it.
that.
Move
But
on.
it-
It's all good.
But then again, it's not me asking; it's Creator Cast.
But it was you asking.
No,
Hey,
it was
Ben,
to, it was
can
to
I
come
ask-
on to Creator Cast. It wasn't a Gives a Minute thing. It was to come on to Creator Cast.
Hey
But-
Ben, can I ask
fair
you a
enough.
question?
Yes.
are you where you thought you would be 2 years ago with subscribers and view count?
View count, yes. Subscriber count, no.
Okay. What was your goal for about now?
Less than what I have. I thought I'd have
Really?
about 12,000. To be honest, from about 12,000 to about 17,000, it just went like that, and it's kind of, I've kind of tapered off at this point, staying around, the 18,000 mark. But from 12 to 17 just flew by for me. I don't know why. I don't know how.
So lucky.
I do. Snorkel videos. That's how
the snorkel videos, of course. They're obviously the reason. That's my evergreen content, and I'm focusing myself towards that. But I didn't think I'd be at 18,000 subs at this point. Not a chance.
Hey, by the way, Benon, have you got a double-balled snorkel you can send me?
How about that?
I do.
What kind of a comment was that? Like,
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
First of all, I'm like, are you just making a comment and asking me to send you a snorkel? Because I'm not a snorkel manufacturer. Like, and then he's like,
You're the snorkel guy.
yeah. And then what did I say? I said, just what prompted him to write that ridiculous comment? I can't.
I'm not sure, but while I'm at it, hey, Jay, have you got an electric skateboard you can send me?
Oh, mate. I got a few.
I know. You're trying to... I saw Casey Neistat put a post the other day with his,
And there's more there.
all these booster boards. Yeah.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
That's a lot of boards.
Yeah, mate.
That's a lot of boards.
Yeah.
You should like
Come over on the weekend and grab one.
You should like raffle away
you should
some.
like raffle them.
Yeah, sure. I still get comments on that saying, so what's the problem with
Wait,
this guy making some money?
Jay, can you explain that whole experience? Because then you had a good conversation with somebody, and
Yeah, we wanted to
just
talk about
explain
that.
it.
We
I
haven't
think
dug
that'd
into
be
that.
great to talk about that.
Hey, Bennett, can I have a Scrabble board mysteries?
Does everybody want to hear it? That's what I want to know. Like,
What's
is
this?
everybody
Yes,
over this
everybody
raffle?
wants to hear it.
Hey, Benon, can I have 2 vowels and a consonant?
I do have a panda head I could send you. Yes.
What?
Ready?
What's Tim saying? Cricky, you'd have to be able to swim with your balls facing
I
the
don't
pool.
know. Tim always takes it a little bit blue.
I know. Sometimes I ignore them, but that one was... What? Okay, anyway. So, am I telling the story, am I?
We're waiting.
Yeah.
All right. So, I had this idea. As you could probably see in that clip before, I've got about 23 electric skateboards, and I only need about 3. One for all terrain, one for speed, one for city commuting. That's all I really need. And I figured out which ones I want to keep, and the other ones I can give back to loyal subscribers. And I thought, well, I've done raffles before, and these boards are expensive. They're hard to deliver. Delivering a board around the world could be up to $300 US. So I'm like, well,
Damn.
how am I going to cover this? And I thought, well, I'll put a raffle together. I checked the Victorian laws for raffles, and it said that you don't actually need to register for if it's community, charity, or a small business. So that's what I had a look at. And then, I put it online. I think it was $10 a ticket. And stupid me decided I'd have a maximum. I knew I'd never get to that particular limit. I think it was 5,000 tickets. So I could have made up to 50 grand, but there's no way that was going to happen. And that's where it all went pear-shaped, because everybody thought I was trying to make money off boards that I didn't actually pay for, that it was a scam and all this other stuff. So I'm like, well, I had more negative comments and negative thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you want to call them. So I'm like, all right, well, I won't give away these boards. I won't be nice to people. And I canned it. And then about a week later, I actually got an email from the Victorian Lotteries and Gambling whatever it was.
Yeah.
Saying that they'd heard or they'd been notified of the raffle, and could I get in contact with them? By that time, I'd already, it was the same day that raffle went out that I decided to can it. By that time, too, I had about $700 worth of tickets that had already been purchased, which was only halfway through the day. At the end of the day, I decided to can it. Refunded all their money straight away. That took the longest amount of time. That was about 45 minutes to refund all the money. So he called up and, I said, yeah, here's my mobile number. Call me whenever you want. And he called me within about an hour. And he said, oh, look, mate, I know you've cancelled it. Just letting you know that you can actually do a raffle like that, but don't call it a raffle. Call it, he had some other word for it. No, don't call it a lottery.
Don't call it a lottery, call it raffle, yeah.
And and he said all you have to do is just jump onto our website, register your raffle. Doesn't cost you anything, because if anybody ever has a complaint, your name comes up. We check to see if you've registered. If it is, we don't give a shit. Your raffle can continue. I was like, sweet. Well, I don't want to do that anymore again. And you may have noticed even on some of the videos that, who have we got here? Can't even see who that is. Henrik, how are you, mate?
Hey.
And yeah, so I've decided that I'm going to take Bennon's initiative. I've already set up a Patreon account. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't asked for anything yet on my YouTube videos. I've put it into the description. And I think what I'm going to do is a electric skateboard giveaway every month from December for 10 months. And whoever's a Patreon is going into the competition. That's it. So it's not really a raffle anymore. It's just saying, hey, thanks for being a Patreon, and you get the chance to win an electric skateboard for being...
That's how we gave away a blaster.
Yeah, and it worked all right?
Well, so we received 3 third-party blasters from a company called Worker. You know, they're pretty decent, and I think they cost up to $160, I think, to buy all the parts individually, and then you can assemble it. And yeah, we kind of just did a patron giveaway to give one away.
And it worked well for you? You got some patrons happening?
I don't know if it really boosted the patron thing. I notice with Patreon, it goes up when you put out substantial content, like stuff that your audience like actually values. So, you know, a tutorial or that kind of thing.
Awesome.
Hey Jay.
Hey Danny.
When we get on the shipboat.
The shipboat.
And we go to Kangaroo Island, I'm gonna see if we can get a couple electric skateboards on board.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
That'd be fun. Well, we probably don't need more than a. Maybe actually I have some friends that are on there that would probably want to do it.
Yeah,
we could take them all to Kangaroo Island and cruise around.
Yeah, let us know, because yeah, there's a few.
Let us know. Who do I need to let know?
Me and my skateboards, mate.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey, just out of curiosity, how much is like one of those trips?
A trip?
Yeah,
like
you know,
on
like
a cruise ship.
Yeah. That particular cruise, for example. Like, say, for example, I said, okay, I'm going to join you. I'm going to bring my skateboard.
That'd be so awesome. I don't know, but I feel like they could be like, because this is a 3-night cruise.
Yeah.
And
it depends how well you can play a guitar.
Yeah, I'm pretty useless at that.
If you get an inside cabin, but it's like if you get multiple people, it's obviously cheaper.
Yeah,
but I think it could be like about $80 to $100 a night.
Oh yeah,
so cheap, and all your food's involved. And...
Yeah, so it's like it could be like $300, and that might even be for the whole room for yourself. $300. I don't know. Miss Riz and Stephen McLaughlin, people that have been on cruise ships, they could probably actually Ben was just on Ben Wilson. He's still here. He was just on a cruise ship. What was it? How much was it a night? Ben Wilson.
Hey,
come on the chat if you want.
Hendrik, if you want to know, there's a video that you can watch called Vagabond something.
I've seen it, mate. I've seen it.
Don't get. Come on, we did that last week, and you were
I'm
here.
actually not going to
so
get into that because
battle.
I can see both sides of the story there. So I mean, because I used to sail a lot, and you know, I can see their point of view just as much.
Loving the apple cider in the background there too, mate.
I was loving his decor with the cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just moved. So basically, still in Richmond.
I thought you moved rooms.
No. So I'm still in Richmond. I've basically 3 buildings down the road, but this time I've actually got city views, which is nice.
How's your boosted?
The boosted is fantastic.
Got home okay?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I've got to give my Evolve some love. I reckon the battery's dead because I haven't used the Evolve for way over a year.
Well, that's what happens to Evolve, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just so for those that are not knowing what we're talking about, Henrik boosted actually it ran out of battery about halfway through our cruise on Sunday.
Yeah, just before St Kilda.
Yeah. So yeah, you got the tram home.
Got the tram home, made it home fine, and remember how the board hadn't charged?
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah, so anyway, like plugged it in at home, so it must have just been the charger or the power point. So once I plugged it in at home, everything was cool, and yeah.
Hey Jay, just on your Patreon idea, how are you prepared for people to say? So you ran a lottery that involved a monetary entrance fee to give away a skateboard. You scrapped it. Now you're running a Patreon that involves a monetary entrance fee through Patreon to get into the same. How are you prepared for the fallout that'll come from that?
Mate, I've been looking at comments that people have been putting up on that video, and they've been saying, "What's the problem with somebody wanting to make money out of YouTube?" And there isn't a problem.
No, yeah.
And
I'm mad that you even stopped doing what you're doing. Like, I get that it came off weird, but you should have just kept going with it, because even the controversy would have just made that thing grow a little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. If well, how many you said you got 700? So what? That was 70. People?
Yeah, 70.
So like, how many were you expecting?
I was expecting that I would cover the costs of shipping for 10 boards. It'd be $3,000.
Okay.
And even if
that's not greedy or anything. I get what you're trying to do.
And even if I wasn't to make that money, I'd still be covering the costs of the shipping. So to get 300 people in a
I just think,
like
Jay, you should just sell them on Gumtree or eBay, and then take that money.
Every day at my office.
Yeah.
There's 250 creatives.
Do it. Take that money and let's do something really awesome for your channel. Like,
no, but that's the thing. Like, I could, and like, I've got ideas. I want to get other skateboards, like the one wheel. I want to get a electric unicycle that I saw on the weekend. And Hendrik, I think you may have seen that.
Oh yeah, I actually had a dream about riding it.
See, Ben, people have dreams about things.
Was it a wet dream?
Pretty well, I thought. In the dream, I actually thought this is almost as good as Jason's, as Jay's Raptor.
Raptor, you had to go with that.
A rectal?
I think they're hearing your mic here, Danny.
Hendrik, while you were writing it, were you streaming on Mimo or OBS?
I wasn't streaming at all. I actually should have, because I've got a damn good phone right here on me, but it didn't even cross my mind. I had so much fun riding the board. I could have easily done it.
This is the one in your dream.
Thanks, Emma.
In the dream I wasn't streaming at all. No.
Well, if you were to stream in your dream,
would
you use Mimo or OBS? And I don't suggest that anyone should try streaming in their dream, because it can get quite messy.
Look, to be honest with you, in my dreams, I would probably everything would be a lot easier than it really is in real life.
Hendrik, what's your native language?
Sounds
German.
German. Okay, cool.
Two Germans.
Yeah, Ben and Hendrik could have a conversation together.
Absolutely.
We did have a bit of in your office, actually, Jay, after you'd left.
Oh, did you?
And Hendrik turned up. We had a good old chin wag.
Once those beers get in you, it's hard not to go the native tone.
Hey, Hendrik, I just looked it up for you, by the way.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get on that Kangaroo Point or Kangaroo Island cruise that Jay is going to be on with me, December 15th to the 19th, if you can get 3 people to go on with you, it's $532 per person.
Oh, yeah.
For the 3 nights.
Yep.
Which is a little bit more than $100 a night.
You know what we should do, Danny? We should try.
Because I'm on that cruise, so they rake up. The rates are higher.
An electric skateboard course at night at like 3 o'clock in the morning through the boat.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Like down lifts and everything.
And then you'll be on a current affair.
Creaky, are you still going live in 6 minutes?
Yeah. Apparently, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
Are you going to go live while you're on CreatorCast again, like you did last week?
I tell you what, Creaky, I'm enjoying your Facebook videos. They're great.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think they're getting a bit tired, but
no, it's different. Everyone's on YouTube. You're doing something different. It's good.
Yeah, and I did wrestle with a little bit on whether I should be streaming on YouTube. I must admit, though, it has taken it out of me a bit. My YouTube production process has stalled a bit. So if I was to continue with the Facebook lives, I really still have to step up at least 1 video a week to YouTube. Even though in the 2 weeks that I haven't made a YouTube video, I've actually had the fastest growth of my whole channel career. So maybe it's making no content is actually adding to my
That's funny. I find that too. If I don't make anything, it's kind of like YouTube gives you subscribers just to keep you going. To keep you
Yeah,
motivated.
I think I'm experiencing that right now because I'm flying. But so I'll just stay silent on YouTube and just keep racking them in. But I do need to take care of Emma Hippoporay because she keeps calling me creepy. So we're going to call her Blackers from now on. If she keeps up with it, I'm going to start calling her Blackhead. So
So the boys that aren't normally on CreatorCast, what have you guys been up to? What's new?
By the way, if anybody else wants to join in, by the way, last week we got onto talking about politics at the end of it as well, which was
we stayed
really
on for
funny.
half an hour after the show.
Yeah, we cut the show. I left, and they were talking about politics for like an extra half an hour.
By the way, what time are you guys going to go to? Because I'll put my stream off till then.
3 minutes we'll go. What, 3 or 4 minutes?
Okay,
Yep,
so
4
I'll
minutes.
pop
We're
off 5
out.
minutes past 10. Give me 5 minutes to.
We'll send you go live, and we'll get the link for you, and we'll put it on the thing so everyone can go to it.
Okay.
So let's get the other creators talking about what they've been up to. A couple of minutes each.
Trying to video edit.
Yeah?
Big project. I've got like 4 hours, nearly 5 hours of footage. So just trying to work my way through that. It's a tutorial build guide kind of thing.
I think you edit on a Windows from memory, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your software?
That doesn't slow me down really. It's
It's very clear, isn't it? On a window. All right, I'm gonna get
That's a dad joke. Jesus.
Danny.
So what's your setup? What are you using? Cameras and your hardware?
Oh, what do you mean for this right now?
For your shoots? No. For your shoots and everything. What are you using?
Well, I was over at a friend's place using their workshop, and they had a couple soft boxes, so I was just using my Canon.
Oh, there goes his webcam.
Wow, he got in the word before it happened, though. That was pretty cool. It's like he knew it was happening.
Let's flash over to Hendrik. Do 2 minutes, mate. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Oh,
Other than moving.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Check it out.
He's gone too. There he is. He's back.
So moving. And Sunday I was supposed to be moving, but like, you know what I did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Justin's back. What happened then, dude?
Oh, the camera turned off. Battery saving mode. I guess after however long.
It's pretty funny that you called it as it was happening.
I could hear it as it went. So, just basically the Canon 600D kit lens and my the Rokinon 14mm, and and this, where'd I put it?
We need some music.
Basically a little shotgun mic, a little cheap one.
Nice. We got to get together anyway. We got to do some Nerf action in an abandoned building, I reckon. Very soon.
Yes. Well, I'd love to talk to you about that and like organize when we do it, and also do it, I guess, with Scott.
Yeah. Good old Mr. Mewtwo. Yep. And we'll get Abandoned Melbourne on Facebook. We'll get him going. He's just got just under 70,000 likes now. So we'll make it a big thing.
Well, how many people? I don't know. I'd want to. It depends on how safe it is to play at the place.
Yeah, we've got a decent place. It's even got a skateboard rink in it.
A what?
Nice.
A skateboard rink. They've made a custom skateboard rink in this abandoned place. Can't give too much away.
So what you? Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Hey, so before we go,
you've been there, Danny, actually.
Oh, you're talking about the place that I was the abandoned building place?
Yeah, that place.
Yeah. All right, so we lost Creaky. So he's going to go live. He should be hopefully sending us a link.
Oh, Creaky's off.
Your bromance with chips are as strong, Jay. Yeah. That's an interesting one because, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, thanks to everybody for watching and being part of this.
I saw some of that Untold Rum at my local bottle shop the other day.
That's good,
Jay.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. And I got something interesting coming up this Saturday, not this Saturday night. Next Friday night, I'm going to the taping of Australian Ninja Warrior with like 10 of us, all the Urbex guys. So hopefully we'll get a couple of cameras in there.
Cool. So like what, you and Les and
like
Fogarty
part
Avenue?
of the audience? audience?
Yeah, part of the audience. It's called the Superstar Night. It's when all the celebrities are going to be there that are doing the this year's version of Ninja Warrior.
Okay.
So, yeah,
That's this weekend, you're saying?
next weekend.
You know,
Oh,
I
it's
don't. I
fine.
don't. By the way, I don't like Facebook Live. Like, it's actually like trying to find Creaky's thing. Like, it's not like it pops up super easy. Like,
I'm pretty sure it does. You get a push notification on your phone
That's
when you
for
go
me.
live.
Mm.
it gives you a push.
You have to be
notification.
liked, by the way. You have to like your stuff.
I do.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
it gets
about-
confusing too because he's like his personal page and
Yeah.
actual
worry
page.
about
I wish
what
he was
you
doing this on
name.
YouTube because it'd be a much better handoff.
Don't
Where are
worry
you
about
going next,
watching
Danny?
it, you know?
You are flying away somewhere?
I'm here for a little bit.
Cool.
I'm trying to finish my Great Barrier Reef snorkel mask GoPro Hero 7 review video. And I have some more videos.
When's
I
the-
created. I
when's
was
the,
like, I'm going to create a list of videos I want to make, and then it just uninspired me. I was like, eh.
Are you still doing the SLV?
Yeah. So if you watched last week, I explained that. So I asked P&O because I was filming a lot of it on P&O, and asking. I got some engineers and some other people on, and they gave me all the facts and everything I needed to know. And I asked them, what can I say to be not in trouble? Like, so that I could say, like, I speak on behalf of myself and not a company. And then they wrote, actually, they called me back and they're like, hey, listen, we don't think that you should do this video. And I'm like, why? They're attacking us. This is how YouTube works. This is how we can grow. This is like the best way, you know, and I didn't mean we, I meant like me. And they said we a lot of the time when they're trying to talk to me. I'm like, you do realize that we're a separate thing. This is my own channel. And they said, listen, we know that you can do whatever you want. We just are trying to explain that we think that you have a great channel. You're doing great stuff. When you go the negative route, it's just gonna be a bad thing for you. And we don't want to see you go that way. And I wasn't thinking that they were hinting that they wouldn't probably have me on ships to make videos anymore. So I don't know. They didn't say it directly, but I could kind of feel like they were going that route. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll, I don't know. Like, this is my channel. I kind of wanted to be like, you know, against it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by everything that's happening.
Yeah, there you go. Push notification.
Okay.
Henry.
I'll put Creaky's link here in a second, and I'll finish saying this really quickly. Anyway, so we basically talked about it for a while, and I was like, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video that's 7 reasons to cruise, and I'm going to use almost like their same thumbnail. And every single point that they make, I'm going to say that's a reason to cruise, but make it the opposite in a good way. Like, so if it's money is a reason you shouldn't cruise, money is the reason you should cruise. It's not helping out local economy. It is helping out local economy. Basically just flipping around. So it'll be good. It just, I didn't want to get on anybody's. I just don't think that's my kind of style. I don't want to be in the middle of controversy. I don't want to be in the middle of all this like negative stuff. So I just said, I'm gonna do it the right way. There you go.
I feel like you might have missed the boat there, though. It's been like 3 weeks since.
And you know what? If I missed the
theirs.
boat, then that's fine too. I'm not gonna really pay tribute to them on their thing. I looked at their channel in that video, and they got a lot of hate in their comments for that. Like,
yeah, but
so
the way that how I looked at it was like they made that video and all of their
I could have
subs-
capitalized on it.
Yeah, because
But at the same time, I'm capitalizing on a negative, and my channel is going to grow through hate and like an attack, and kind of. I just don't know if that's what I want to do, and so yeah.
Can I brighten up the room a bit? I just thought I'd let anybody know, if anyone's not quite sure how to find the right keywords for your YouTube videos or Instagram, there is a very cool app. That one right there called...
Are you sponsored? Are we sponsored right now?
No, not sponsored. Hashtagger.
I
Go
want
and download that thing. I'm going to show you how cool this thing is, right?
Show us. Wait.
Like,
What about Creaky?
let's say abandoned, right? You type in abandoned and it gives you the top 30 keywords in Instagram and YouTube that are hitting it. And then at the bottom, you just hit copy top 30 and it puts it into a list for you and you paste it into your YouTube or Instagram. Boom. Easy.
Benon, are you joined twice? One is just your chair.
That's
I'm
weird.
really confused.
By the way, it's free. And not sponsored.
Yeah, I can see 2 Ben-ons too.
I see 2 Ben-ons here.
There's 2 Ben-ons.
I can see 2 Ben-ons. And it's paused.
That was weird.
Do.
It's still. It's wait. What?
Danny, where are you currently based?
I'm up in Brisbane.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait, hold on a
I'm
second.
going to be there this weekend and the next week.
And it's procrastinating. So you gotta make
Sorry,
yourself
folks.
a
I
promise. You
I
gotta
dropped
tell
out then.
yourself that
What's
you're
going on?
I think there's a hashtag on Twitter saying I am.
Oh, is that creaky?
That's creaky.
Anyway.
Should we pass them off?
Yeah, let's smack it over to Creaky Boy.
All right, smack it on the Bing Bang. Here we
Smack it
go,
over
guys.
the
I'm going to
creaky
give you
boy.
guys. So this is what we call a raid. A raid. Okay, so I'm going to post this here. This is Creaky's
Chat
thing.
raid.
When you go over there, you
That's
have to
scary,
say
right?
with love from Creator Cast, and then or just say Creator Cast raid. Here we go. So there's the link, and I'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to watch my stream. There's been
See
on
ya,
pause there.
sexy red cheeks.
Yeah, rosy cheeks. That's happening. I'm gonna go in the pool soon, I think. Bye, Make
Gonna
Guest
rain
Battle.
again.
Bye, Jay.
Oh,
Bye, me. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 p.m. for everybody else. Maybe 11:30.
Auf
Adelaide,
Wiedersehen,
and,
Germans.
yes.
Wiedersehen.
Who's the Studios? Check it out. See you
Toodles.
guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah.